Hey, what up? I'm Josh Martinez of Z100, New York's #1 hit music station, with our guest, Sienna Spiro.
Yes,
what up, girl?
It's me. Hello. How are you?
How you liking New York City? You've been here a couple times, right?
It's my favorite. I love it here. I want to move here.
Say it one more time for the people in the back, goddammit.
I love it, and I want to move here.
What memories do you have of New York City already? Like core memories that you've already made with the family or friends?
I mean, I just want to be here any chance I get, to be honest. It's my favorite city in the world, other than London. And sorry, I mean, it's going down. We gotta protect England. But I mean, it's my favorite. It's just inspiring. I just always want to be here.
So you got 2 sold out shows here in the city. You headlining on top. When you got that news, like, yo, your whole tour sold out, including those dates at New York City, what was like the first thought that came to your mind?
I was just so happy. I mean, I just said this, but my last tour didn't sell, and so I was like on TikTok live video trying to sell tickets.
I heard you passed
and
out,
I
dog.
fell asleep.
How does that happen?
What, that I thought fell asleep? I don't know. It was like 2 a.m. and I was like, I was trying to stay up, and I was on a different time zone. So I was like, hey guys, like, tickets on sale now, and I fell asleep for like half an hour. It was terrible. And
now all you need is just an Instagram post. Yo, here's the link, and it pops off.
I was
for you, girl.
so surprised. I was like, right, time to promote, time to sell some tickets. Like trying to be a salesman. Come, it would be great. No, I didn't have to, but I was very, very grateful.
Natural born hustler, man.
Yeah.
So the big song that kind of put you on the map, Die on This Hill, one of the lyrics that stood out to me, one of the first times I heard, is kind of going into the chorus, I'll take my pride, stand here for you, I'm not blind to seeing it through. Sounds toxic as hell, right? Like the self-awareness in a toxic situation.
More delusional.
Or delulu.
Just seeing it through.
Hey, dog, listen, honesty is the best policy.
Yes, I agree.
Is that coming from a place of legitimate feelings of a situation you were in, or is that more of an imagination talking to your homegirls that you wrote it?
I mean, definitely legitimate, but it's about so many things. To me, I didn't actually write it about one specific story, which a lot of my songs are about. I mean, especially the stuff I've been writing is really about themes I've had throughout my whole life. I mean, I'm very stubborn and I'm very passionate, and I really care about things and people, and it's kind of about staying around for someone who doesn't really give a fuck, to be honest. Sorry to swear, but it's true. And it is a delusional thing, because I think I'm always, when I am in a kind of state of doing something like that, I'm always trying to convince myself, more than even the people around me, that what I'm doing is okay and has reason and is like justified, and it isn't, to be honest. So that's why it is incredibly delusional.
Well, I think one of the best compliments you could give someone is that, like, the songwriting comes off like cinematic almost. You could envision it happening. Is that something is that like purposely how you're writing your music, or is it just a natural talent that you have that it comes out that way?
Oh, thank you. I think it is purposeful. I mean, I'm very dramatic. Secondly, I mean, I love, movies, and I am just a very visual person. That is actually like the way I like to write. As long as I can like kind of visualize it and see it, that's kind of the way I choose to write. And as long as it kind of makes visual sense in a way, even though I know that doesn't really make sense. I don't actually know how to articulate it properly, but it's like, that's kind of how I write.
Have you ever wrote a lyric or even a song and you were like, oh shit, this is way too real, we got to put this on the back burner real quick?
I would never put it back, because that's just what I like to do, and that's how I actually have been writing since I was 10.
Love that.
It's just, that's all. I can't really write from no experience. That is, I don't actually have that skill, to be honest. Everything I write comes from emotion or something I've been through or lived to see. But no, I think, honestly, these songs have give me so much perspective after I write them. They are really hard to write, because you have to be honest with yourself, which is a hard thing for anybody to do. Yeah. And you have to, be confronting and face maybe things that you've done wrong or flaws that you have to write these kind of songs. So to be honest, after I finish it often gives me a lot of perspective.
So obviously you've done a lot of live shows on the tour now. Is there a particular lyric that you see the crowd screaming back at you that you were like, I didn't even realize that it was going to hit that hard, but I look at this lyric or this song now completely differently based on the love or the energy I'm getting back from the crowd?
Probably You Stole the Show. Okay. I really just like it they're so loud for that song, and it's kind of a weird one, like shrug your shoulders. That's just a bit of a weird line. And when I see people sing that, it makes me, they're like the loudest for that song, to be honest. And that song is like blows me away.
One of my favorite songs from you is Maybe.
Thank you.
Right, and I think the live performance that's on YouTube, the video from like over a year ago, whatever. The song is basically about being led on. That's how I took it, at least. Right. When writing a song like that with something that specific, is that a sense of closure for you, or is that just you're feeling that in the moment, you write it down, and you're still dealing with the shit later?
I mean, that one was. Do you know what? I hated that song when I put it out, and a big reason why is because I actually hated the person I wrote it about, and I just it didn't. I was so young when I wrote it. I think I just turned 17, and that's
a lot of talent for 17, dog. Let me tell you something.
Thank you.
Me at 17. I was making MySpace statuses trying to get my emotions out through song lyrics, dog. That's crazy.
You gotta do.
You're hella talented, bro.
Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I remember there was a, I mean, bit cliche, but it was just this boy that I was obsessed with, and I'm very obsessive, to be honest. I feel like I like hyperfixate on people, and I was fixated for a couple of years, and I remember it was just like I just hated him. Just disgusting. I'm sorry, like no shade to him, but like I wrote that song. I didn't know what to write that day. I remember I was seeing him that night at a party, I guess I was going to, and I was, working with new people that day with Max and Sol, who are amazing, and it just came out. It came out in like one pass, to be honest, and I hated it. I just didn't get it, because I also don't really have that outlook on things. I'm not like a fuck you person. I'm usually quite sad about things. I'm not. I find it hard to be petty in that kind of way. And I'm so glad I did put it out, to be honest. I was forced to by my manager Miriam. And I'm so grateful that I did, because it took on a whole new meaning and gave me so many opportunities that I never thought I would have. And seeing the way other people related to it and other people's stories, that was the thing that made me love it or have a new connection to it.
So a lot of people discover music through, let's say, TikTok, right? Instagram, swiping, and the attention span is so short. You swipe quick, you got 2 seconds to catch their attention. Is there a particular song that you're like, this is the song that I want fans to listen to when they think of Sienna Spiro? Like, this is me encapsulated in one song that isn't maybe Die on This Hill?
Probably The Visitor, the one I just put out.
Okay.
Genuinely, that is like the story of my life. Like, that took me so long. It took me 9 tries to write it, because it is genuinely completely the way I felt in every stage of my life, since I was a young kid to being, a teenager to now. Like, I've genuinely felt like a visitor, a temporary, like a passing experience to people in so many different capacities, that song is like me in every like sense.
Why do you think you felt that way?
Don't know. I think I grew up to be completely honest with you, I grew up larger than all of my friends in weight, and people aren't very nice, to be honest, especially when you're young, and I always felt like I was never really wanted around, so I had to make myself like needed. So I would always try and make myself of service to people. I'd be like, oh, I can do this, or I can bring this, or I can help you clean up, or I can do this. I always felt like, if someone invited me, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I was just invited. How do I make myself necessary so they actually, want me there? And I've been like that for ages. I've always seen myself as a service to people. Because I felt like, if I stopped calling, or if I stopped texting, or if I didn't make the effort, there would be nothing there. There would be no friendship. There would be no reason for them to have me around. And I felt like that in, older friendships I've had. I always, I've kind of been that like therapist role for my friends, where I've always taken on so much of people's problems, because I never thought people would want me otherwise if they didn't need me. So that's genuinely been like the biggest theme throughout my whole life.
Are you the baby of the family?
No, middle child. Which is that? Like, it's, that's such a big thing of being a middle child.
See, I find it, because everything that you just said, I felt, right? Like, I feel the same way about my life, that if I'm not able to help you, I'm of no use to you, and then you're by yourself, and then you die alone, right? And that's like the biggest fear that I think everybody has as a whole. It's fascinating though, because like as the baby, which I was for the majority of my life, I always felt like the same thing. Like you got to step up, and you always like there's almost like a chip on your shoulder of I have to prove that I belong because I'm a visitor. But I'm always willing to help people to the point where, you know, I realized recently through therapy that it's like a baby sibling syndrome of like you constantly want to be accepted, and the only thing that we could do for acceptance is to like not force our way into your life, but like if I can help you, boom, I've proven my worth.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think it is genuinely so relatable. I think that, you know, especially that line in the back of my mind, I know I'm temporary, like that line to me, it's a description of like this gut feeling everyone has and some people have of just knowing you're going to expire to people, and you know you're just a passing experience in people's life, and it is going to end, and it's honestly a horrible feeling because you're like trying to cling on so tightly. And I think I was so scared of losing things and people that I would like hold on so tightly or be too much that I would end up just like people leaving because it was just too much because I was so scared of it.
Do you think you've gotten better recently?
Yeah, definitely. I think you have to be. I think you have I think after I like identified it, I had to learn how to not be like that because it's actually exhausting.
I got to give you credit. You're really mature for your age.
Thank you.
Because like I'm figuring this out in my mid to late 30s going to therapy, and you can't even legally drink in the country, and you out here dropping knowledge, dog. To wrap things up a little bit, because I know we got to go. What's one thing that fans would be surprised to know about you that maybe they're unaware of?
I always like think of answers when I no one asks me. What is it? I don't know. I think I'm very honest. Everyone knows everything. I mean, I can't write music without windows.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I can't do anything with a window.
Interesting. Because I mean, I guess you'd feel like you're in an insane asylum at that point if there's like no windows.
No, it's more that I just don't want the weather to affect anything I'm doing. I'm very affected. Like if it's sunny.
So today must suck for you because it's been raining.
No, I'm not writing right now. This is fine. I'm just saying, like when I'm writing music, if it's sunny outside, I just want to be outside. You know, I want to like it's affecting like the mood. I just want to come in and everything be like coming from me. You know.
Pre-show ritual, you got one or no?
We've been praying.
Okay.
Usually I didn't. Usually when someone's like, right, it's time for stage, I need a wee. I need to go to the toilet. So I'm like trying to go to the toilet quickly, get my pack on. It's a bit of a mess. But we've been praying before the show, which I actually think has helped. So far, so good.
What artist do you currently have on repeat?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now, who am I listening to? I'm listening to a lot of Leslie Gore
at
the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Her production's just incredible. It's Quincy, so of course it's amazing. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot. I listened to her whole discography on the plane.
So lastly, I've been saying this on my station here in New York City and also on the night show host in Chicago as well, so I've been saying it there. In my opinion, I feel like your music is going to lend you, by the end of this year, that listeners, their mother and their grandmother are going to know your name.
Wow.
And I genuinely believe that. Between the lyrics, the content, your voice, all that. I think you're going to kill it this year. But what can we expect from you for the rest of 2026 and beyond?
I mean, more music, more shows, and honestly, you'll just have to see. I don't want to say too much, otherwise I have nothing left.
We call that a tease in the industry.
I'm sorry, I don't want to give it all away.
You don't have to, girl. It's all love. One more time, SIENNA SPIRO. Appreciate you, girl.
So much. Thank you.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
C100.